here. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into putting this class together, and a lot of people to thank. First thing I'd like to do is thank our assistant coaches for their hard work and dedication. I thought that transition, when you lose some coaches, you always worry about the recruiting and how that's going to affect it. But the transition was something I thought we handled really well. Coach Horton had us very, very well organized, and our new coaches went out and hit the ground hard and worked extremely hard to finish the class off, which I thought we did a very good job of. I'd like to thank the wives for putting up with us and us being gone all the time, and all their support. They really do a great job on weekends. They come down and go to dinner with parents. And, they're as big a part of this as anybody else. Our administration and our professors give up their weekends, give up their Saturday mornings to come down and meet with the recruits and take them back on campus and show them what it's going to be like to be a student athlete here at the University of Arkansas. And you really can't say enough about how much that helps us and helps them understand what it is going to be like to be a student here and all that you have to go through to get your degree. Our administrative staff and our support staff did a lot of hard work, and I'd certainly like to thank them. Our players play a big part in the recruiting. I thought our players did a great job of helping us recruit, doing a great job on the weekends, and certainly when we get a recruit on campus and they get around our players, that's really what's deciding where they go. They need to know if this is the atmosphere, this is the type of attitude, the type of work ethic you want to be around. And I think our players really show the recruits what it's like to be a member of our football team. And obviously the fans do a great job. The fans help us tremendously in recruiting. And there has been a number of young men that throughout the process, particularly the guys that came to our home games, that did their official visit on our home games, that commented how the atmosphere was and how the fan support was and how much that played in to their decision making. We went out and started this recruiting class off. We're always going to look for certain traits that we want, something we've been trying to do since we got here. Number one is to continue to work on speed, continue to work on being faster at all positions. And I really feel like our coaches did a great job. This is a fast class. It's a very athletic class, a class of guys that really can change directions and do the things you need to do on the football field athletically. And then it's also a longer class. We continue to work on getting taller. What I mainly prefer to call it is longer. So we got a number of guys that are 6'5", 6'6", 6'4", defensive linemen. That really helps our change in the body type that we've been able to put together here over the last couple years. This time I'll just go through what our signing class is. Start out at it's alphabetical order, so there's no particular order except for that. Start out with Vince Askeles, the linebacker, 6'3", 220, from North Bergen High School in New Jersey. Young man that I think will be a really good player for us. First thing you see when you see Vince is how fast he is, how well he plays the game. His grandfather was a football coach up there, just retired this year, kind of a legend, and certainly a guy that really taught him a lot about the game of football. We really think a lot of Vince. Cordell Boyd, a 6'3", 303-pound offensive lineman from Memphis, Tennessee, Ridgeway High School. Very, very physical. A guy that came to camp. We liked him in camp. He did a great job while he was here. We kind of treated Memphis different this year. I put Coach Horton in there. I said, Tim, recruit Memphis just like it's the state of Arkansas. And Tim went in there and did a great job. We basically got 3 guys out of there because, we feel like the Arthur Cowan, the wide receiver from just over the border in Mississippi, is part of Memphis. Ray Buchanan, Jr., cornerback, 5'11", 180 pounds, from Peachtree Ridge High School in Sewanee, Georgia. I coached Ray's uncle, Bobby Buchanan. He played for me at